We all already have great programs in place. We're doing good things for kids right now, but they're not sustained. It's usually a pocket of students or a pocket of teachers or a pocket of parents that get this movement going, and then when they move on to another building or kids graduate, it fizzles out. And Bright Futures keeps it going. There's people that are part of this organization. The programs that we have, our mentoring program, our lunch buddies, our backpack programs, all of those things, we might have had without Bright Futures and would have gone strong for a year or two, but they wouldn't have lasted 5 years. I'm confident of that.
Bright Futures has made an enormous difference in the lives of students in Clinton School District, with our staff members and our community members.
Well, if another community is looking at Bright Futures, I really think that they should go visit a community that already has a Bright Futures. It doesn't matter what size the Bright Futures is, but I think the main component is that Bright Futures can be adapted to fit any community. I've seen it work in our small community. I've seen it work in large communities. And Bright Futures gives you the tools, but the flexibility to make it your own.
You know, Bright Futures is the umbrella. You can say, there's a program, Bright Futures, and it's the umbrella for this. It's just, you know, when you look around your district, you're already doing things that meet the needs of kids. But when you go out and you recruit people to solve big problems, and then you start tucking all these little things they're doing under one place and you call it Bright Futures, then that whole thing, just your umbrella gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And so I think that, you know, gosh, what an investment. It's, you know, it's so inexpensive to do. There's so many resources, and then the networking and the idea sharing and stuff is incredible.
I think one of the key aspects that I've embraced about Bright Futures that I think is really important to understand about Bright Futures. Bright Futures is not a one-size-fits-all, this is the solution for every problem you've got kind of thing. I think what Bright Futures framework does is it brings some awareness and knowledge of some of the problems, brings them to the table, and then allows each and every community to determine what its problems are, and then helps them work together in community to solve those problems.
I think that and not every community is the same by any means, but I think if communities were honest with themselves and truly took a look at it, they have blinders on. Sorry. I know our community did have blinders on. I know I had blinders on. And I allowed myself to have blinders on because I'd hear the counselors' stories, I'd hear teachers' stories, but I didn't have to face it. And I think that when communities start having those honest conversations, stuff gets done, and children can become productive citizens, and that's really what it is all about. I mean, if you're not going to take issues on, such as poverty or hunger or, you know, warmth for a child head on, then you're truly never going to propel your community forward.